Hey, good afternoon. It's Saturday, May 27th, and we're here to solve the New York Times crossword puzzle here on this YouTube channel. Thanks for tuning in. It's afternoon, which is unusual. I don't typically solve in the afternoon, but had a little free time. I manage an outdoor amphitheater in Vail, Colorado, and this week is high school graduation week. So I've just wrapped up a couple of high school graduations the last 2 days, and yeah, I needed a crossword puzzle palette cleanser, as it were, to get me back on track. Just did a solve on Thursday, so hasn't been a whole lot of time in between solves, but thanks for tuning in again. And it's Saturday, so I'm totally just rambling now. Anyways, today is constructed by Samuel Smalley. Today's puzzle is constructed by Samuel Smalley, and I don't recognize that name. Hard to say what he's all about, but hopefully he's going to give us a really good, smooth Saturday solve. So let's find out. Hope you had a good week. Creates by artificial means. Bit of marathon attire. Is that like spandex, maybe? I don't know. New Year's Day, informally. New Year's Day, informally. Jan 1, like maybe? Could that be? This J doesn't look great. It's a treat. We'll find out. Rapacious cry. What's closed at closing time? Like the bar? What's closed at closing time? The door? Some toy carriers. That feels like a toy dog, like a pet box or pet crate or something. I don't know. Popcorn. Achieve one's due honestly. Earn it? Like earn it? Maybe. Diner owner in Garfield. Um, I mean, I feel like Garfield has three characters: John, Garfield, and Odie, right? But it's been a minute, so who knows? Uh, like a lion, like maned, perhaps. Uplifting offering. Ode or uplifting offering. Yeah. Stretch out. Start of a schedule. Start of a schedule. Well, it's not Monday and it's not January. Is it? I don't know. Took some courses. Took some courses. So pretty broad cluing. I mean, at this point, we have a lot of long fill with broad clues. I'm going to need some gimmies to kind of nudge me in the right direction and help me out here. Impossible to get into. Bad things to lose track of. Squee inducing? Yikes. What is squee inducing? Is that like a squeal or squeak or traveling sorts? Not nomads. Traveling sorts. They can regenerate their eyes, hearts, and spinal cords. Yikes. Like eyes, hearts, and spinal cords. I mean, lizards are the only things that I can really think of that really actively regenerate. Like amoebas, but they don't have any of those things: eyes, hearts, or spinal cords. Still, maybe yet. Pet sound. So like a arf or a yip or a grr. Could be a lot of things. LMAO. Like hams. Not glazed. Could be like a ham actor, like emotive or something like that. Biblical mother of Zebulun. No idea. I don't think I've ever heard of Zebulun. Impediment to picking things up. Scientists discards. Scientists discards. More than one. Like a few of? No. A bunch of? No. Some of? No. Sarcastic response to a first world problem complaint. Like poor you. Poor you? That kind of feels right. Distribute. Like give out. Helpline. Some credit opportunities. Like, I feel like it's like a school credit, like a extra assignment kind of thing, but I don't know. California-based soft drink company. No idea. All right, so not going great so far. 4 minute first pass and didn't get much out of it. It's a treat. I don't know what that's going to be. Not going anywhere. Say, like in park. In park. Is it okay if I leave? So that feels like can I go? So I think I'm Jan 1 was not right. I'm going to try in park and can I go? The Wire actress Sohn. No idea. And I love The Wire and I have no idea. I couldn't really probably name any of the actors. Michael B. Jordan. I guess he was on The Wire, but Dominic something. He was, yeah. Anyways, that's what I got. Biblical preposition. Is that like unto? Creates by artificial means. Something up? Creates by artificial means. Let's say this is unto, perhaps. When restaurants are busiest, like lunch hour. Lunch hour. Restaurants are busiest. Like something rush. Campus VIPs. It feels like it should end in S, right? Feels like that'll be a pluralized answer. Is it RAs? RAs? TAs? Let's say it's resident advisors. Maybe. We'll see. Where to get the ball rolling? Maybe. The ball rolling. Actress Duval of 21 grams. Certain dignitary. Certain dignitary. Like an emir? Major infractions of etiquette. Party fouls, taboos, no-nos. A bit of marathon retire is going to be race bib. Ball rolling. Major infractions of etiquette. Bad no-nos. Bad no-nos. I don't love it, but I kind of feel like that's what it's going to be. Very clear, say, colloquially. Very clear. One-upped is bested. What do we have here? Rapacious cry. Rapacious cry. Not really sure what rapacious means, so that's a tough one. Some toy carriers, like, ugh. A pod holder is like a P. A pod holder, a P. Something. Steel. Spelunker's challenge. I mean, a spelunker is someone who cave dives. A spelunker's challenge, like, gets on board. Hires. Bits and pieces. It's like took some courses. It's unlikely that there'd be a rebus here on a Saturday, but I suppose it's possible. Bits and pieces. They have their pluses and minuses. Like that's like P&Ls, like profit and loss sheets, right? Like they have their pluses and minuses. Pars, like, eesh. Role played by a dog with a bigger salary than some human actors in the same film. Is it Cujo? I mean, it's only like movie starring a dog I can think of. Role played by a dog. And I feel like that was kind of a B-list cast, maybe. Like, yeah. A political heavyweight. Cover for a criminal organization. So we're all on the same page. Jeez. LMAO. Like LMAO, is it like I laugh? Approval often uttered impatiently. Yes, yes. Patronize a restaurant is eat out. Largest country without an official language for short. The and it's not the USA. Helpline. I mean, do we not have an official language? Looks sure seems like that's the answer. Shasta, I think, right? French toast is what do you say when you're cheersing in France? French toast. A doodlebug. A doodlebug. What is this? So Leah would be that. Doodlebug, is it larva? Helpline save us. Larva. Scientists discards must be something waste. Okay. Going without in a way. Going without. Some launches. IPOs, initial public offerings, like a stock launch. Subjects of some conspiracy theories, in brief, are extraterrestrials. Creates by artificial means. I feel like it's something up. Creates by artificial means. New Year's Day. Oh, 1-1. So not Jan 1, 1-1. Right? A rapacious cry. Still don't know what rapacious means. What's closed at closing time? Something tab, bar tab, open tab. Open tab. Toy carriers. Like strides. Popcorn. I think It's a Treat might be goody. Goody. Creates by like gins up, maybe? Gins up. Popcorn. Need me. And then eek, stretch out. It's supposed to be Irma. Sonia. Dad. Oh, dad joke. Dad jokes. Oh, that's kind of good. Popcorn. I like that. Restaurants are busy. It's at peak. Peak meals. Peak time. Is it peak times? Pod holder. Like a lion. Uplifting offering is an ode. Start of a schedule is hour 1. No. Start of a schedule. Took some courses. I think this is going to be an E here. It's very clear, say, colloquially. Impossible to get into. Impossible to get into. Bad things to lose track of. Squee inducing. Ugh. Traveling sorts. Oh, hobos. Regenerate eyes, hearts, and spinal cords. Probably plural, right? Bits and pieces. It's probably an S there. Regenerate eyes, hearts, and spinal cords. A pet sound. Like ARF? LMAO, like, is it just har har or ha ha? Let's say this is ARF. Cover for a criminal organization. Hams. Like hams are impediment to picking things up. Scientist discards. Lab waste. Something boss. Political heavyweight is a something boss. More than one. Not ample. More than one. It's not multiple. More than one. Credit opportunities. Not going great, guys. 15 minutes, and we're probably not even halfway through this thing. I mean, restaurants are busy at peak meals, peak times. Meals. Get the ball rolling, say. Where to get the ball rolling? Oh, an alley, like a bowling ball. Ugh, I should have got that sooner. What's like Cara Duval? Toy carriers. I don't know that this is RAs, do I? Rapacious cry. Toy carriers. Something rides. Toy carriers. I mean, what else could this be besides Cara, though? Rapacious cry. Very clear, say. Pod holder. Oops. A pod holder. I mean, a podcast, like pod holder. What else holds a pod? A P something. Pod holder. A space station might hold a pod. Steel. Spelunker's Challenge. Cave. Something. Bits and pieces. Pluses and minuses. Political heavyweight. Like a... Political heavyweight. Something boss. Cover for a criminal organization. Mob. Mob. Mob front. Mob front. Distribute. Oh, handout. I think to lose track of. Like murder suspect. I think to lose track of. I also don't know if Cujo is right, and that could be Squeeze. That seems like that's probably wrong. Role played by a dog with a bigger salary. So like Lilo and Stitch? Is that a thing? Inducing. So we're all on the same page for something. Squee inducing. So we're all on the same page. To recap, there we go. To recap, what opportunities are AP tests. Ha ha ha. I'm into picking things up. Going without in a way. More than one is a couple. There we go. French toast, salut. Impediment to picking things up. Or hernia. Going without is nude. There we go. Got a little bit of something there. Squee inducing. Like, what does that mean? What does that mean? Political heavyweight. We made a little progress there, but this middle of the puzzle with all these bits of long fill is going to be very challenging for me. A rapacious cry is big no-nos maybe instead of bad no-nos. That would be better, right? Rapacious cry. All mine. RAs. Toy carriers or sleighs. Okay. Clea Duval. That's a tough one. Sleighs. Very clear. In high def. Ugh. Wow. Like a lion. Rory. Maney. Like a lion. Like a lion. Start of a schedule. I mean, a schedule starts like on Monday typically. Took some courses. Dined. Impossible to get into. Lose track of. Squee inducing. What does that mean? Squee inducing. Hams. Like hams. Like hams. So, restaurants are busiest at peak times, peak meals, peak hours. Peak hours? Like a lion is peak. A pod holder. I'm also thinking now like a Keurig, like a coffee maker, a pod holder is a pod holder. Steal. Steal something. You purloin it. Spelunker's challenge. Bits and pieces, like dribs. It's impossible to get into something. The roof. Plus and so ions are pluses and minuses. Possibly get into proof. Political, like a party boss. Party boss. Oh, this could be newts. Spelunker's challenge. Something rap. Mildew cap. I mean, I've never heard of a mildew cap. I'm just looking at what might fit here. Uh, Impossible to get into. Like a lion. Like a lion. Brave. Feral. Starter schedule. Impossible to get into. Something. Proof. Roof. Lose track of. Gains. Pains. Reigns. Lose track of. Oh, squee inducing is totes adorbs. Oh my god. Yikes. What are we doing here, people? And what is this? A role played by a dog? Oh, Toto. Oh my god, I should have gotten that. Impossible to get into. Lose track of. Bad things to lose track of. Gains. Pains. Reigns. Veins. Bad things to lose track of. Like mains. I don't know. Hams are. What are hams? Salty? Are they salty? Steel. Steel. Spelunker's challenge. Window tap. A Spelunker's Challenge. I don't feel great about salty. Impossible to get into. Impossible to get into. Like proof doesn't seem like the word. It seems like something roof maybe. Impossible to get into. Oh my god. What is this? Oh, no, that is right. I was like, that can't be right, but it's in high def. Okay. Big no-nos. Impossible to get into. I think I'm stumped here. Bad things to lose track of are on board. Gets on board is probably hires, right? Gets on board. Rides. Oh, model trains. Ooh, that's gonna help. Rides. Possible to get into. So what is this? Peak times? Peak times? Pod holder. Pod holder. Steel. Oh, something deal? Like a steel is like a smoking deal, like a sweet deal. Lions are tawny. Oh boy. I don't even really know what that means. Sort of a schedule. Narrow cap. Hams are narrow. Start of a schedule. Oh, this is. It gets on board. Oh, so this is line A, like a tax form. This is bean plant. Temper proof. It's hams are stagey. Hams are. Huh. I feel like stagey might be right. Gins up. Race bib. 1-1. All mine. Open tab. Slays. Dad jokes. Earn it. Irma. 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 That's got to be Sonia, right? Tawny ode. Eek. Line A. Dined. Temper proof. Model trains. Totes adorbs. Hobos. Newts. Yet. Arf. Stagey. Like someone who overacts. Stagey. Could that be right? Leah. Hernia. Lab waste. A couple. Poor you. Handout. Save Us, AP Tests, Shasta. Goody is a treat. In Park, you're not going anywhere. Need Me, Sonia. I mean, it couldn't be anything else. Unto Peak Times, RA's, Allie, Clea. It's not like, yeah, no. Slays, Clea. Mirror, Big No-Nos, In High Def, Bested, Bean Plant, Sweet Deal, Narrow Gap. Oh, this is AIDS? I should have had that. Tamper proof. Of course, not temper proof. What? That's ridiculous. Holy cow. That took forever, but we got through it. I'm going to say that was a tough puzzle. Like, I certainly struggled with it, and I'm hoping that maybe some of you did too, because otherwise that's really embarrassing. A lot of unusual fill that we don't typically see. Not much short fill at all, like a lot of long fill. I also feel like there's not a whole lot of black squares in this puzzle. I think that there's a high percentage of these squares have fill in them. Haven't actually confirmed that, but anyways, good Saturday puzzle though. I mean, that provided me a I was very close to giving up several times, and glad I didn't. And glad I ginned up some smarts there. Gin's up. I mean, that's kind of a weird old timey saying, but I like it. It's good fill. And I feel like we don't see it all that often. Race bib, it's kind of marathon season. So I've seen a lot of posts on my social media about race bibs and stuff like that. 1-1, that's fine. I probably would include that, as like a soccer score or something, but I don't know. It's all good. All mine, I still am not totally sure what rapacious means. Greedy? Is it greedy? Kind of feels like that would be what that would mean. Close your bar tab at closing time. Sure. Slays, Santa. Dad jokes I mentioned. I like this popcorn. I like the way that's clued. I think that's cool. Earn it. Whatever. Irma. I guess that's vaguely familiar. I mean, I can't remember last time I thought about Garfield or read a Garfield comic or anything, but Irma is a tough one. Kind of right up there with Clea from whatever. Tawny, I'm still not sure what Tawny is. Is that a cult, like a descriptor of a color? Maybe, but when I think of a lion, I mean, I don't know. I don't know how else you'd clue Tawny because I don't really know what it means. So whatever. An ode, eek, line A, yuck, taxes, dined, tamper proof. I should have gotten that. I'm kind of mad at myself that it took me so long to figure that one out. Temper proof doesn't make sense, but I saw after working so hard to get that filled in, I saw two words that were actually words, and it seemed like it might work. Bad thing to lose track of is a model train. I like that. I think that's cool. You don't want it to go off track. Totes adorbs, I think, is absolute garbage, and kind of shocked that I got that. And like to clue it with squee inducing, like what? I don't know. It's a lot of words that didn't resonate with me. Words, in quotation marks. Hobos. I recently read the difference between hobos, vagabonds. I don't know. There's a whole descriptor of like what's the difference between a bum, a hobo, and I don't know. Anyways, it was kind of interesting because they actually are specific terms, and hobos specifically travel. So there you go. Newts, that's pretty cool that they could regenerate their hearts and spinal cords. Like, what? Nature's crazy. Yet our stagey, my goodness, I think you guys know I struggled with that one. I was maybe if you're in the performing arts, if you've acted, maybe stagey is a thing. I don't know, but tough one. Leah, tough biblical name. Hernia. My buddy Peter, who I work with, recently had a hernia, and he's struggling with that, and we're all feeling our age these days. Lab waste, a couple, poor you. I kind of like that. Handout, save us, AP tests, blech. Shasta, I don't know much about Shasta. I don't think I've ever had a Shasta. But I know that Mount Shasta is in California, so we got that going for us. Goody in Park, need me, save us, earn it, gins up. A lot of these 2-word, all mine, race bib, open tab, 1-1. Tons of 2-word fill. Sweet deal, bean plant, tamper proof, model trains. I guess totes adorbs, we'll call that a 2-word answer. Sonia with unusual spelling. I mean, tough. I don't, like I said, I've watched The Wire many times. I have no idea which character Sonia Sohn plays. So that's pretty tough. Peak times. I guess in hindsight, peak meals or peak hours don't work that well. Peak times makes the most sense. So I'm glad that that's where we landed. Clea Duval again, I never, I think I've seen 21 grams, but I don't know. Big no-nos, I kind of like that one. It took me a minute. And bad no-nos was stupid. I don't know how I ever thought it was bad no-nos. In high def, I was not really a fan of. Bean plant, sure, why not? Sweet deal. Narrow gap. Yeah, I don't know. That's kind of cool and reminds me why I don't spelunk. I don't want to get stuck in a narrow gap in a cave in the dark. Yuck. Sounds really terrible. Lades, dribs, ions, Toto. Toto I should have gotten. That's a bummer. Party boss. I feel like that'd be a cooler nickname for a guy in college than for a political heavyweight. But here we are. Mob front. I like that one. And I probably should have gotten that a little sooner, but I had a bad crosser in there that was screwing me up a little bit. Oh, I had give out instead of handout. So I had that V that was confusing me. To recap, ha ha ha. Yes, yes. I mean, we have ha ha ha. Yes, yes. 1-1. A lot of kind of like repetitive fill in a sense. Whatever, not the end of the world. The USA, I'm surprised to find out that the USA doesn't have an official language, but that's kind of cool. That's a fun party fact you can share with the party boss. French toast, larva, nude, IPOs, whoa, ETs. Yeah, I mean, overall, I feel like I struggled more than I should have with this puzzle, but this is a tough puzzle. Probably I'm going to say this is, maybe like at least a 7 out of 10, probably an 8 out of 10 difficulty. 35 minutes is an awfully long live solve, even for a Saturday, but sometimes they take a while. And my biggest complaint usually on a Saturday is if a puzzle's too easy or has too much common fill. So this one had uncommon fill, a lot of challenge, and some really broad, vague cluing that made it, tough in a good Saturday way. So I can't really complain. So well done, Samuel Smalley. Anyways, if you stuck it out, I appreciate it. As always, thanks for joining me here to solve the New York Times crossword puzzle. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, tune in the future. It's great. We have fun here. It's pretty cash. And yeah. So anyways, hope your weekend's going well. And I hope you'll join me again next time for another live solve of the New York Times. Thanks. Bye.